Now, commuters are breathing a sigh of relief as the Ghana Railway Development Authority has launched the Tema-Mpakadan train service, providing a faster, safer and more affordable alternative to road travel. The service began on Wednesday, October 1, 2025, with a maiden trip from the Tema Harbour railway station to Afienya. The 97-kilometer Tema-Mpakadan railway line is a significant part of Ghana's rail revitalization agenda, aiming to connect the network to Volta Lake and extend services to Burkina Faso. Now, this new line promises to ease congestion on major highways, reduce road accidents, and cut the cost of doing business as well. Let's get on to our Zoom lines and speak to the CEO or the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Railway Development Authority, Dr. Frederick Apo. Doc, you're welcome.
Hey, thank you.
Awesome. Can you elaborate on the plans to rehabilitate the Accra-Mpakadan railway line and how it will, serve the nation?
All right. Good morning to your viewers. Yes, the Accra to Tema Harbour to Mpakadan railway services began yesterday, where we ran the passenger services from Tema Harbour initially to Afienya. And we are doing that up to Friday. And we plan to run on Monday, effectively, the full timetable will go into effect, where we will be running from Tema Harbour all the way to Afienya and Afienya to Adome. This is the initial phase for the passenger service, but this line is a mixed-use line. So it provides both a passenger service, which is a social policy, and the haulage, which is the cargo. The cargo is what can pay for the infrastructure. And as most people know, this is a $447 million infrastructure. So the cargo is the ultimate aim, and we will begin that by next year to start operating the cargo. So this is a vital line, and the cargo, it will serve between Tema Harbour connecting to Lupe via Mpakadan. The Akosombo Dam. So it will be intermodal transport system that we hope to initiate that, God willing, by next year.
Right, Doc. Let's now talk about safety. I mean, with the launch of this commercial train service, what safety measures are in place to protect passengers and prevent accidents?
Well, the thing is, for every coach, there is something. I'll turn around. For every coach, we have what we call the emergency handle. And if I could switch, let me see, I have to turn my camera off, but I don't know how to do that. Hang on. I wanted to obviously, yeah, I know how to do it. Yeah, so we have what we call emergency handles. These are the emergency levers here. So the emergency levers here is fitted to every DMU. So for most people that are into this business or railway transportation, they know that since 2002 UIC standard, we introduced what we call emergency handle in every coach. The purpose of the emergency handle is to do two things. When a passenger is in distress, the passenger can pull this and the train will come to a stop. Or when the distress could be medical or physical. But if you look at it with the emergency, this emergency is connected to the emergency brake. And when you read it, it clearly says that full brake only in case of emergency. Misuse will be punished. So this has been provided in a train to provide a means of safety management system for the passengers. Unfortunately, as part of our initial service, we got some excited, people on board, and somebody accidentally pulled this yesterday, and it came up. As a result, we have initiated what I call short-term mitigation measures, where we have put what I call do not touch here, just to cover it up. So it means that at the moment, the only way to relay any emergency situation is through the conductor, which is not good. But at the moment, that's the only way, because people are misusing the people are misusing the safety features situated in the DMUs. So we have covered it up to prevent that happening in the future. Also, the doors handles have been provided, and that also serves as also another emergency for the passengers. In case the train is stuck, we have what we call emergency exit. And in here, we have what we call window hammer breakage. The hammer breakage allows the passenger to knock this open in case the emergency door handle is not open. This provides additional safety measure for the passenger once on board. But apart from that, this is a modern DMU, and this is a modern DMU with all the safety features, where right requirement for a UIC standard, as well as most importantly for train services, for modern train services globally. So at the moment, what we have to do is to try to do the community sensitization program to advise the customers that come on board not to misuse or to interfere with the safety features on the train. And that is exactly what we are doing. Our conductors are providing what I call community sensitization program as part of the onboarding in Gachi and English to the passengers who are onboarding, just to advise them not to touch these safety features. It is there for them, but if you touch it, it will interfere with the traction interlock of the train, and it will apply the emergency brake, which we experienced, unfortunately, on the 4th sortie yesterday.
Right. And looking ahead, what are your projections for the impact of the Tema-Mpakadan railway line on Ghana's economy, particularly in terms of job creation and regional trade?
In terms of job creation, this is a vital link. I am very hopeful that with the cargo, with the transit cargo, we are going to haul it. And from next year, we should be able to haul the transit cargo heading for the Sahel region through this particular line. Although, of course, a lot of people have got issue with the handling charges at Mpakadan as well as Bupe. But I do believe in a short-term mitigation or in a short-term plan, this will provide what I call some level of leverage and try to take all the tonnage away from our road onto the rails. And that's what we are looking for as a country. So this line is, a lot of people have got their doubts about the profitability of the line, but I see that this line is profitable. It is about having the right commitment, which we got from His Excellency the President, as well as the 24-hour Economic Secretariat, for us to look at the Water Lake as one of the key transit points to be able to do this. In terms of the passenger service everywhere, globally, people that know the business know that it is not a profitable venture. Almost all passenger service globally is subsidized. They are all subsidized. So most people make reference to China or China railway services, both high speed everywhere. They are all subsidized by nearly 47% by the Chinese government. So the passenger service provides what I call is a social policy the government has to provide for the people. It does not necessarily yield profit, although it will help ease road congestion, it will help ease accidents on our roads, and also provide other means of transport for passengers along this corridor. So I am very optimistic that, of course, this line, although the profitability can be questioned in terms of passengers, but the cargo will be profitable and will yield benefit for the country.
All right, Doc, thank you so much for speaking to us. We've been speaking to Dr. Frederick Apo, who's the CEO of the Ghana Railway Development Authority, on the reactivated Tema-Mpakadan railway line. Away from